Hey Dragonauts, Astra's Flame here, tapping out to talk about Boros Aggro featuring Angel Fire Ignition, a very amazing card. This was a list submitted by Gokalper, one of the viewers in my chat. And just like I'm tapping out to talk about, why don't you tap out and let's subscribe and to stay updated on all new standard decks for best of 3 in Magic the Gathering. And now let's get talking about Boros Aggro. Boros Angel Fire is a great way to pump up your damage through different creatures and effects to deliver lethal blows to your opponent. You have some great cards enabling this deck. And for starting off, the namesake of the deck is Angel Fire Ignition, a 3-mana sorcery that puts 2+1/+1 counters on target creature. That creature gets Vigilance, Trample, Haste, Lifelink, and Indestructible until end turn. Plus, Angel Fire lets you flash back for 4 mana. So this is 2 instances of an amazing spell, and we have great creatures we want to use this on, right? Archangel of Wrath, Lifelink, Flying, Kicker abilities to deal damage, Sarah Paragon, a 3/4 Flying Angel, Inspiring Overseer, a 2/1 Flyer. Flyers are tricky to deal with unless your opponent just has the removal, so having a creature that you can just buff up, gain Lifelink on, and continue pressuring the opponent's life total while padding your own is very effective in this meta, especially with how aggro has seen such a resurgence lately. Now, I kind of talked about other things we have to buff up our creatures, right? It's not just Angel Fire, that is the point of the deck. Sunrise Cavalier playing in with the day-night mechanics is also going to start buffing up things. As it switches to day to night, you can put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Kimono Faces Kakazan, I'm going to let you on that second chapter. Get a +1/+1 counter on target creature. And you saw the Angels. The Angels are going to be getting bigger because of Giada. We actually do play an Angel package in this list. By having Giada in for each other Angel we play, that new Angel is going to get +1/+1 for each other Angel already that we control. So Giada into Inspiring Overseer, into Archangels or Paragons are just going to make them bigger and bigger and bigger, which is awesome. Especially because one of our Angels already has Lifelink. It's more damage that keeps us rolling. Synergize that with some Inspiring Overseer card draw, you'll eventually get into some of the stuff you need. But one of the other card targets we want to try to buff up here is Adeline. We actually have a synergy in this list for making tokens. Adeline is a great target for Angel Fire Ignition and making larger, because whenever we attack, you make another token. But Adeline is what I actually am going to refer to as an enabler for this list, because Adeline's not only the token producer, but Bard, the Agravian Recruiter, also is as well. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature has power greater than its original, create a 1/1 white soldier token. So all that buffing that we're doing to apply damage is actually for purpose of Baird as well, because as Baird is on the field and our creatures are already larger, we're going to get more tokens to swing in with. That partners extremely well with Adeline, in that Adeline is already a giant attacker. Adeline's already going to get more power for more creatures we have, but Adeline's original power is 0. So Adeline being on the field with Baird already means you're going to start getting an extra soldier per turn. Pair that with all the extra stuff we've got on with the Angels for some recursion, Paragon, extra damage on our Archangel of Wrath, and potentially giving Adeline that trample from Angel Fire Ignition. Your opponent is going to be sweating under the damage here. Kind of the last couple cards that we feature in the main deck here, though, are the one of Invasion of Gobakon. It's kind of like a protection piece, very easy to clear with us at the 3 battle toughness counters. I actually forget what that's called. I'll figure it out eventually. But anyways, you deal 3 damage to the Invasion of Gobakon, and then it goes into exile. You can cast the Light Side Array, which is very beneficial for this deck, right? Every time we've attacked with a creature, that creature is going to get +1/+1 that has attacked, and if we want to protect our board with Hexproof Indestructible, we can actually sacrifice the Light Shield Array. So very effective in that. If you're having a little bit of trouble on either getting some cards or making mana to get your drops enabled, Sticky Finger is a great choice for us. The creature gets menace, makes it tougher to block, but as it deals combat damage, you're going to get a treasure token that you can crack to play other spells from your hand. And if the enchanted creature dies, well, you get a card draw. So between Sticky Fingers and Overseers, you have card advantage in the list. You have additional recursion with Paragon, extra removal with Archangel of Wrath, and a really tidy sum up of either buffing up creatures or creating a board state that your opponent is going to have trouble with. Now, for the sideboard, Really depends what you're going up against. If you're playing into control, this is often where I like Lithomantic Barrages and the extra Invasion of Gobakons. With Lithomantic Barrage, if your opponent is on a Planeswalker package, this cannot be countered. Also very good at taking down Planeswalkers that are white or blue, right? It's deal 5, so Wandering Emperors into Fairies, instantly dealt 5, no problem. Invasion of Gobakon gives you that extra protection piece we talked about, but the hand read information is extremely important too. If you're running into more mid-range, either Esper Legends or even just mono black to that effect, Lithomantic Barrage is great to bring in for Esper Legends. Surge of Salvation, great to protect yourself from targeted removal and your creatures as well. Ossification, very strong to bring in up against other mid-range decks. And if you're running into aggro, the Wandering Emperor is a fine substitution too. A little bit of life gain, make some tokens, and that +1/+1 is just another great way to trigger Bird. But Dragonauts, that is Boros Angel Fire. Please enjoy the games. Plus, we have a follow-up of Angel's Fire. So I am going to keep. Can't do the last thing? Oh, what's the last thing? Actually, I might just go like Baird into Angel's Fire. Is not a valid credit card. That's weird, Cast. Why would that not be valid? That seems strange to me. Ooh. Do I get greedy with Adeline? Yeah. We just skew Adeline here. Yeah, I just like Adeline. Yo, Ash, what's going on, bud? Mojito, my bud, it's good to see you. Thank you so much for that gift sub, friend. How you doing? Welcome on in. Thank you so much for that. Getting a gifted sub to Katsu Boy. So they kept 2 mana up, right? I'm gonna go with Sticky Fingers here. We'll put it on Adeline. Let's attack in. Get a treasure token, and then I'm gonna do an Inspiring Overseer here. Thank you so much for that, though. Katsuboy, enjoy your sub. That's gonna be our 3rd subscriber of the week. Mojito, my boy, how you doing? How you been? I haven't seen you in so freaking long. Hey, what's going on, Frichi? How you doing? Can you have the deck list? 100% you can. Absolutely you can. I'll show you up right after this. How are you, bud? I'm doing good. I'm doing good, man. Just living my best life as one does. Working on the Twitch magic grind and doing cool things. And that's going to be game 1 right there with Kumano. Is there anything? Well, we'll find out. So going into game 2, it's all about hand disruption. Invasion of Gobakon is going to be our thing. What we want to do, look at the opponent's hand and exile something. Make it cost more while we are pushing in the aggressive damage on our board state. Let's get into game 2 and see how it rolls. Definitely need to fix that. Kumano? Yeah, I'm going to keep this. This is fine. Kumano faces Kakuden is still a good turn 1 play. If we draw something turn 2, it'd be even better. But this still lets us begin some pressure on the opponent. We have follow-ups of Inspiring Overseer, Angel's Fire, and Paragon. So we'll play that in and pass the turn. Okay, Blast Zone into Trespasser. Sure, sure. That'll transform our Etchings of Kumano. You know what? Yeah, let's just go ahead and take advantage of that right now. Let's get a 4/4 Etchings of Kumano and push in for gain 4 life. That was Yeti. Yeti was good. It was definitely smaller than what I'm used to. So certainly not the same Yeti, but it was still really good. I'm hoping it happens again next year. If Yeti doesn't occur though, we will be, I will probably be going to Katsukon instead. All right, Blast Zone being used is fine. Yeah, that's fine. Great time. So they can just eat that, right? I think I still just play in Sarah Paragon here. Yeah, I still just play in Paragon. They're behind on the land, which is good. Or they thought they could. And then they're going to eat our etchings here. That's fine. We'll just take the damage. Go down to 17. Feldon. I do like Feldon. Let's grab an Inspiring Overseer first. Draw a card. Play in Feldon, our Ronom Excavator, and move to some combat stuff. Now, I am worried about the Wandering Emperor here, so I'm only going to attack in with Feldon. So I'm pretty sure maybe they didn't have it. Okay. Well, it's back to nighttime. But I like keeping in Paragon in case... just Sunfall. Actually, that's fine. They can't activate that. And now I just get to go double Sunrise Cavalier and push the opponent down to 7. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, overall, I like Jetty overall. Gaining some life is a little annoying. Archangel is kind of nice here. Let's go ahead and actually play that in, kick it once. Get the opponent down to 9. And we'll pass the turn. There's no point to attacking in because they're just going to animate their 4/4. So it doesn't do anything. Opponent's at 9 to our 20 though. Lily is annoying, but even if it forces sacrifice, I just get rid of a Cavalier. And I still have an Archangel active. That is also a really nice draw here. Let's do it on the Cavalier itself. Cross country for reasons when? I go cross country for many, many different reasons. We're going to attack the opponent here. We'll push in for 8. This will get them down to 1. We're up to 28 and we pass the turn. They make a Mirrex. Is this going to be the game? Okay, I have to discard my Paragon. Okay, they discard a Cut Down. And we take the game. There we go. Hey, Dragons, thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the video. It is always appreciated. Please remember to tap that subscribe button to stay updated on all the new standard best of 3 decks from Magic the Gathering. And as always, keep believing. I'll catch you next time.